possibly being legal. Scrapyard was a stage I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I agree with you. Scrapyard, a stage that a lot of people mentioned that they feel as if they were to play there, that they could just run out the time and, you know, zone on the other side of the stage. Now, if you look at a stage like Ribbon Ring and DNA Lab, they are rather big as well. Scrapyard, I understand it is multi-tiered, so that's probably why people are afraid of that stage. They think, oh, if you have the high ground, that you're 100% winning. But that's not the case. It's actually a pretty small stage, and I feel as if we should maybe give it a second look.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're going to go right straight to Buster Beach, the home of Bite and Barq. If you like Bite and Barq, this is the stream for you, man. We've had 3 sets in a row of the good boy Barq and his master bites.
Oh, we are back at it again, but wait. DKL right here with the Twin Tail. Yes.
Going for the Chilla and the Thunderbird. The arm that he was using against Abadango prior. Thunderbird being a great opener for him if he manages to catch him, but leaves him wide open for a free grab, but due to the shock value. But now he's dealing with a completely aggressive player.
Wow, yeah, look at this. Actually, this Twin Tail is kind of on the defensive, looking for opportunities to get that Thunderbird in there to mount some kind of a defense.
He managed to open him up with that cracker, trying to push him to the left. Continues throwing out the swings. He's trying to use the Starstruck value to keep the arms closer to him so he knows what move's going to be thrown out.
It's a little difficult right now for both players to understand what exactly they should do. At least JacobT has the health lead, so it's not as bad. Oh, and a bit of a... That was really unfortunate. Like, he got one hit of the rush, and then right there, JacobT was just able to slip out of the rest. Now JacobT, almost a perfect, not quite, but he is sitting on rush to the point where he actually doesn't really have to use it. He could just use it for psychological advantage over the opponent, you know?
As well as just keep holding on to it for the next round. Yeah. You know that could definitely be a possibility.
Of course.
Conserving your rush for earlier rounds is very useful.
You could almost call the rush insurance too, you know? Like, yeah, I'm going to just keep playing my game. I'm going to play solid. And the moment I leave myself open, I could just straight up rush. Or, like you said, go into the next round. I mean, 10 seconds left.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing that he's going to be able to do. Even if he lands the rush and hits all those hits, this is pretty much JacobT's
he could
get round.
Actually just sit and shield the entire time and take a grab. Or 2.
Or 3.
Beautiful job by JacobT. Taking the first round right there.
But now there's one thing. He went, because he opted not to go for the rush, DKL was able to build his rush. So like it becomes a decision. Do you care if your opponent has rush as well as you, or do you just want to like start off with a clean slate for round 2?
Knowing that he actually kept his rush and allowed his opponent to build his rush, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, because at least he still has rush, period, right? But let's see. Oh, there's a counter. Beautiful job right there. And wow, I'm wondering if the slant had something to, you know,
like holding upwards.
Yeah, maybe the slant messed that up. We're gonna keep our eyes open.
And I know DKL is swapping to the Parasol again because he sees the cracker, and the Parasol is a really good arm to deal with that because he completely stuffs it out as well as collides with the bub and recovers pretty fast.
Now watch as JacobT uses the bub first, understanding that his opponent has 2 medium arms, right? So he's like, I'm going to use this really fast medium arm to at least clank with one of the medium arms that my opponent has, and then try to sneak in a cracker. Beautiful guard cancel dash as his shield was getting quite damaged, and that right arm isn't looking too healthy either.
Okay, rush on deck for JacobT. He's chilling back, not trying to force himself into a fray here.
Oh, but Barq out of play. Will he be able to get a counter? He actually boosted forward.
He jumped so far. Was that because of the hill?
That was nuts. You know how you can like watch replays in versus mode locally? I wonder if you could do that here.
You actually cannot.
Anyway, so here we go. The battle of 2 medium arms versus a light and a medium rages on right here with JacobT in the lead. There's a rush.
Catches the jump, but isn't able to close out the health. But you know what? He's just going to chill back, wait for the timer. 5 seconds left on the clock. He's pretty much got this in the bag unless a possible freak rush comes in. And he got it. He raised it, but he's going to hold on to it for round number 3.
Yep, that was very smart by DKL. You noticed he waited and waited and waited for the grab. And once he saw it, he was like, yep, I'm out of here. Jump and air dash. Okay, so JacobT, full rush. And going into the 3rd round, I think this is very smart. Watch this. Oh, we have it. That's a rush confirmation.
So smart. But it wasn't able to get the full damage. I'm curious about like because it was the Seiki. It sent him with an explosion, just sent him flying, so maybe he wasn't able to connect the second one for even more damage.
Maybe if he was a bit closer to the corner, he would have been able to at least get like one of the explosions of the Seiki and rush, and then afterwards keep the juggling the opponent with a bub, and then another Seiki would come out. But he was a little too far in any event. He did take more than 250 health with that rush, so not doing too bad. Oh, okay. Trying to corner the opponent right here is DKL. That's an explosion right there. Takes an air hit, so he's grounded, but back up on his feet again. Both players sitting on rush. We're looking for an opportunity for one of these players to get an opening on each other. Notice how we don't have a Thunderbird here anymore with DKL.
Yeah, he thought it wasn't working out for him. It was a little bit too slow on the cooldown. He also wanted the Parasol. You see the Parasol completely just stuff out all of his swings that are during the rush?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he does have, like, since he has both medium arms, I mean, at some point the rush medium arms are going to clank, but then the rest of the medium arms are going to go through. And here it is again. He's trying to get inside. That's an explosion right there. 275. Great job, JacobT. Slow and steady, winning that first game.
All bark, all bite.
All bark, all bites.
Wow.
I can
That's
dig
actually
it.
a pop-off, you know.
Hey, what do you think about it?
Yeah. This man said, yeah, by the way, just in case you didn't know, I'm all bark and bite.
Hey, JacobT, getting counterpicked to DNA Lab. DKL wants a little bit more running room, especially with a character like Twintel. When you're playing Twintel, you kind of want to chill back. You kind of want to like stun out the arms a little bit using the Starstruck ability to just slow down the attack so you see what's coming out. I'm not seeing too many Starstruck abilities against the arms that we've seen like from the usage of Abadango, for instance. Straight in, he jumps immediately in, going back to his Thunderbird glory. Thunderbird being a great arm on this stage because he can hide behind the pillars and throw him out from the sides. Siki connecting, finding its mark, shocking him and pushing him back.
Uh-oh. Here it is again. Getting pushed back over and over is this Twintel.
Barely avoiding that grab by jumping over it. He's chilling behind the pillar.
Not quite getting the hit with the Thunderbird right there. There's the shot. Quick grab. Smart stuff. It almost sounded like she said, quick grab.
It was a quick grab, and she said it too. Smacks him away, and now it's just chilling back, throwing away rush. Or throwing away attacks to get rush. My apologies.
Oh, no
that
worries.
could have been a rush opportunity, but it wasn't built just yet until after it wore off. Opted to just kind of throw it out raw. Didn't really work out.
Maybe sitting back and waiting for another Thunderbird opportunity would have been greater, or free punish. But there it is. Poor Barq going to sleep yet again. I like the fake outs right there. Just upon landing, using the Starstruck. Oh, here it is. Find Barq coming from the skies. Always scary whenever you see an opponent with that high up in the air, right? Having access to so many options upon landing.
It's a great ability for Byte to have when he jumps on Barq. It not only does it put him high into the air to like try to land a grab or an attack from higher ground, Barq also emits the shockwave that can also deflect an arm that's being swung at him.
Wait a second.
That actually landed?
I didn't even know that he was going to get that. That was crazy.
I thought he was safe. I thought he was in the clear.
Same. And right now, hiding behind that pillar, not even destroying it, actually just trying to catch his opponent as he kept bobbing and weaving around it. Great job right there, JacobT.
He
Yeah.
hid behind that pillar like he was playing hide and seek. You see him?
Definitely.
He was counting to 5. He was counting down the timer until it was ready or not.
Look at him. He's dancing. I saw him dancing with his arms a little bit. Hey, I like it. All right, here we go. DKL, trying to see if he can get one on the scoreboard, but right now he has to get 2 rounds. Still taking those air hits right now, which is, like I said before, a very smart strategy when dealing with these shock arms.
Oh, try to get the hit. I tried to connect the rush off of the falling hit, but he just, for some reason, it just didn't connect. He's throwing out the Bubba and the Siki, trying to apply more damage against him, catching him with the electricity blow off from the Siki.
Again. And that was right there off of like a flash. So I like the strategy right here. Bub and Siki working out well. JacobT being a little bit defensive right here, respecting. That's a free rush. Yep,
Yes,
he gets
it
it.
is. It's 255. For some reason, again, it doesn't connect to the second one. I feel like he's just too far away for that second swing to connect, but he is able to land that grab, but the electricity factor just staying out for such a long time.
Shocking. Anyway, here it is. Just getting those hits. And right now, that rush. Oh, rush activation. Not enough to actually be able to get more health than his opponent. We see JacobT. He's playing patient right here. And he actually is about to get rushed himself. Once he's able to get that full rush, it's going to be quite scary. Not a free grab, as you can see. DKL is instead going for different punches. Rush online.
He's going to hold on to it until he needs it at the last second. I mean, he could have done it right there, but he just threw out the swing. Knew he was going to go through the grab. Takes the win and has a 2-0 victory over DKL as we go into a game 3.
Dude,
Arms of the law.
dude, that Siki looks so mean as it just stuck right there in the face of Twin Tail, man.
Yeah, DKL is struggling against the Siki. I feel like he doesn't really understand the explosion effects just yet.
Yeah.
Whenever it catches him from the side, it always catches him off guard, shocking him, stunning him. Okay, we have a character swap. I heard DKL call out a Ribbon Girl.
Okay, so the Ribbon.
Definitely a smart counter pick. A Ribbon Girl can actually have the ability to just kind of jump over and evade all the attacks that Barq wants to throw out. The only way you can like challenge her mid-air is by jumping on Barq and getting some distance himself.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens here with DKL. Sometimes switching to a different character in the middle of a set can throw off the opponent, so we'll see what happens here with JacobT. JacobT also does have a Ribbon Girl, so I saw that wide grab. Beautiful stuff right there, opening up. Trying to see if he can catch the opponent as they move to the side.
Yeah, Ribbon Girl has the ability to just kind of chill in the air, having 4 jumps and 2 air dashes as well on this stage, Spring Stadium. A great stage for Ribbon Girl. Allows her to jump onto the stadium, onto the trampoline to give her more distance in the air. Trying to chase him with that grab, but he was a little bit too far away.
Yep, and if you notice, he curved it to the left too to see if he can catch that sidestep, but so a little off the mark. Here it is. Actually, right now, in a lot of the, even though we do have JacobT in the lead, it looks like we see DKL landing a lot of successful hits, but there comes the big hits right there. Not quite as much damage in comparison to having the Siki, but you know what? He's in a close range battle right here, so he had to adapt to the situation and the stage.
DKL has a rush, waiting for Jacob to throw out the first swing. I mean, that could have been an opportunity. He did throw out the grab, but maybe he wants to save it. Maybe he wants to save it for a Yabuki combo if he manages to land a grab and throw him onto the trampoline.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Now Jacob just swinging like a madman, charging rush. This could be big.
Okay.
Opts to not throw him onto the trampoline. It depends on where you are at in the stage.
Yes,
It
exactly.
affects the location of where you're going to throw your opponent.
Other thing too opponents have to look out for is if they hit their opponent on trampoline, you could get that rush, but instead he's still being very conservative. Okay, now JacobT has that opportunity, and JacobT seizes it. 325 damage.
Now, what's unfortunate is that Jacob got 2 rushes that game. Meanwhile, you saw DKL just holding onto the rush the entire round.
Yeah.
Never using it. I mean, I understand that you're trying to look for that opening and wait for them to just like overextend or something.
Exactly.
But sometimes you just gotta go for it.
Yeah, you just got, you know what it is, probably just missing that opportunity to confirm. Right there, you saw him, he went for it right there.
He jumped off of the trampoline to avoid every single swing of those rush attacks and then managed to knock him out of it with the bub swing.
Yep.
Smart stuff.
And right now, it almost looks like JacobT is making Bite and Barq look like the Ribbon Girl every time he jumps off of Barq or even the trampoline.
He's like matching her airtime.
Yes, there it is again. He's super high in the sky. Oh, but good stuff right there. DKL telling him to get out of his airspace as she is the queen of the skies.
They're getting hit by the Barq swing. Not doing as much damage as a toaster, but still is pretty distracting.
Oh, I like that pressure. So good stuff right there.
Whoa.
JacobT, look at
He
that sidewalk.
He managed to knock him out of it. Both opponents wasting the rush.
Amazing dashes right there by JacobT. Good dodges right there by DKL. He's looking for a clean hit. He's understanding that JacobT definitely loves to sit on that lead. Will he be able to get inside? There it is, evading the bub. And at least if he's able to evade the bub, he will have 2 medium arms to overtake the Cracker, as the Cracker is the light arm. There it is actually. See, working out in his favor right there, actually clanking with the bub. But you also have to factor in the fact that this, oh my gosh!
Oh, yeah, once again, we see the rush cancel into a shield. Smart stuff coming from him. He had to go for it in order to try to avoid damage. He's going to swing in the last 2 seconds, but it looks like that's going to be a wrap. Wait, he hit him!
Wait a second!
He hit him!
Ribbon Girl brings it back!
Yo!
DKL! He's not done yet.
Slap-a-mander indeed.
Oh, look at him.
Doing a little wiggle. He's still in this fight. This set could have been over.
It could have been. Right there, that was JacobT's game. That was his round to win, but he still has this round going into the next game. Let's look at the rush. Actually, both players rather low on rush.
Just starting off fresh.
Oh, and even trading hits. Yeah, we see the double bubs now. He's like, you know what? Screw this light arm. I'm just going to use both medium arms.
Okay, just smack him out of it. Trying to find his way on the ground. Every single time he jumps, we see NCJacobT trying to camp her landing, but she has the ability to just mix up where she's going to land due to all of her jumps as well as like their fastball into the ground.
Okay, I was about to say, are you out of range? And that was the answer. 245. Missed the follow-up for an extra 20 bonus, but he's looking very good here. The double bubs are paying.
Right there, you see him just swinging the bub 5 times in a row. He was just doing that to build meter because he was throwing them out while he was down.
Yeah, but now he can't swing willy-nilly because we have Rush on deck. Oh, wait, he missed it.
Oh,
He dropped.
too slow.
Yes, a little bit off the mark. Got some good guard damage, too.
It's still very close for them. They're both like at pretty much the same amount of health. Looking for that first opening. We see them both just swinging like crazy. Jacob has a rush, goes for it, finds an opening, applies more damage, but isn't enough to get the KO. DKL still in this. He is jumping, fighting for dear life, using the Slap-O-Manner to apply damage, knocking down Barq in the process.
Looking for an opportunity to avoid these bumps and get his attacks in there. He sneaks in one hit off the Sparky.
He's throwing out. He is avoiding these bubs like crazy.
Look at him go.
Going to the dash, left to the right. 10 seconds on the clock. Throwing out the arms. He needs an opening right now.
We might actually see Rush. Oh, but
the rush was there, D1.
He had the opportunity, but JacobT shuts him down. 3-1 right there. JacobT moving to the losers semis. That was such beautiful movement right there. People thought that we only could dream of having movement like Yabuki, but right there, DKL actually showed us what's up.
Every day's another step closer.
Yeah, we're just getting a little bit closer to Yabuki, and the funny thing is that Yabuki's not even the best. There are others that are better than Yabuki that I heard.
Yabuki was level 1.
Yeah, he's like, I'm actually only level 1 in comparison to the many that are better than me in arms. It's crazy, dude. Yabuki? Imagine, that's like some like, you know, not to quote any, I'm not going to say names of any anime, but, you know, if you were to see any shows where they have like a bunch of people that are tiered, right, in terms of power or whatever, you'd beat somebody and you'd think that they're just like super amazing, and then they're like, no, I barely scratched the surface. There's actually somebody who's like 100 times better than me.
It's almost as if they're like called the level of power or something.
Yeah. The level of power.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, so we're gonna move on to the next set. We got Missing Null playing against Rice. This is gonna be the Kid Cobra mirror coming at you. This is gonna. They're going to be dashing a lot. There's going to be a lot of quick movement. Now, the difference is the type of arms they use, because Missing Null was a big fan of using the double Hydra. Meanwhile, you got Rice, who's a huge fan of the curve-type weapons. He likes to use the Slap-O-Manner and the Cooler Ring.
Yeah. I definitely would like to see how Rice is going to be able to respond to that strategy of like using the Hydra, just swinging in quick succession to build up a lot of meter, right?
Or if he's going to be switching arms himself in the middle of the set. I mean, just because that's their favorite set doesn't mean they're locked into that. To be a diverse player in this game by playing one character, you got to learn all 3 of their arms and learn how to customize all of them intertwined.
Exactly. Well, man, who knew that we were going to see a Kid Cobra mirror? I feel like the bracket...
Didn't we just do this?
The bracket was probably made so that the Kid Cobras could take each other out in the bracket, and then
it was fixed.
Yes. That's terrible.
It was sad.
It's all good, though. Rice and Missing Null. You said Missing Null, a well-known representative in the competitive arms Discord?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
He was definitely a user on there. I saw him talking, and there are a lot of people in the Discord currently cheering on for them. Shout out to the Discord, by the way. If you guys also want to join the Discord yourself, just click on that !arms, type that out in chat, give you an invite link yourself so you can help join the arms competitive scene. We're very welcome to people. We want as many people as possible to help join this beautiful scene. Currently, you know, playing some online. There might be some online tournaments coming soon.
True. Keep on the lookout for that. I know there are a lot of people that have questions when it comes to that game, and I think the best thing about that competitive arms Discord is that if you